Is this thing on? I hope so. Hello there everyone, Coolnickyd here. Welcome back to another video. Today I am here with my annual What I Want in The Sims 4 in the year blank. It's not really what it's called, but you know what it is. I am making a wish list of everything I would like to see in The Sims 4 in 2025. I cannot believe, how is it 2025? That is crazy. This is an unedited video, kind of like a podcast, me telling you guys what I want to see. But before I do that, I always recap what I said from the year prior. So let's travel back to 2023 and I'll look at my 2024 wish list. I gotta say, usually I'm pretty good. Last year, we'll be the judge of this. The first thing on my wish list was another travel world. Now, I don't know if we could consider what we got in 2024 a travel world, but we did get Ravenwood, which is beautiful enough for me to say, okay, it's a destination world, which is really what I meant. Like, I kind of don't really like when they do a lot of American-inspired things because I live in America and it's very boring for me to see things unless it's like directly like my city. Like if they like go and make like a accurate depiction of like New York City or like the Jersey Shore, that would be cool, but they haven't. And so like I don't like seeing like America all the time. And so I loved that Ravenwood was inspired by countries around the world, and I think that they need to keep doing that a lot. Next thing was for the fan voted kits to be good. Debatable. I mean, the Castle Estate kit was very well used by a lot of the simmers I watched, and I think people would say that pack was good. The Goth kit, I don't really watch a lot of gameplay on YouTube, so I never see a lot of the cast kits really get used in their full glory, but I might give this one like a half. I was really excited for them last year, I guess, but I'll give it a half. The Castle Estate kit was pretty cool. I also had less/better rabbit holes. I don't know that this was necessarily solved. I do think that there's a lot of rabbit holes in Ravenwood still, but I don't think that the rabbit holes are as dramatic as they were in Tamarong. Like Tamarong, like fun things would be the rabbit hole, like going to a temple and going to the tiger sanctuary and going to the fish market. That was all rabbit holes. And I was like, you just literally stripped the entire culture of the world. But at least in Ravenwood, it kind of is like pointless rabbit holes. Like the city hall is a rabbit hole, and that's where you find information out about, you know, your will and all of like your death stuff. But I don't really care about that. Like that's a good rabbit hole to me. Don't waste time and effort on like the inside of a city hall. They also had like one haunted house rabbit hole, which debatable to me if that's appropriate or not. Like I didn't really care about it. But, it, you know, at least there was storyline that went along with it. I think that Life and Death had a lot of playable scenarios and gameplay collecting tarot cards. I thought it was a great expansion pack, and so for that reason I'm gonna give them an okay for less/better rabbit holes, because I definitely think they were better at the very least. I'm trying to think of in Ciudad Enamorada with Life in Death, not with what is it called? Love Struck. I don't really know if there were a lot of rabbit holes there either. Another great destination travel world as well. I also asked for something new. Life and Death was absolutely what I was talking about. Not that pack, but like how new and fresh and different that is for The Sims. Absolute check off the list there. And then last but not least, I asked for more Sims 5 updates. And whether or not we agreed with that, we did get Sims 5 updates. Basically that the Sims 5 is not coming. So that's great. Yay, good job, Sims. I mean, 4.5 out of 5. I would have loved more Sims 5 updates that were promising, that like said the Sims 5 was coming, but the more and more I settled with that, the more I understood like, yeah, like they're right. Like, why do we need Sims 5? I don't know. I feel like it's a very unpopular opinion, but I'm like, I love the Sims 4. So I'm totally fine with whatever they decide to do in that regard. But yeah, all right. Let's get on to my 2025 wish list. I always put things that are like a little bit general, and then I put things that are more specific as well. We're going to start with some of the more general stuff. First, they need to stop using the word cozy on everything. That is a very like silly want, but genuinely, why do we keep calling things cozy? Cozy bistro, cozy celebrations, the things in the cozy celebrations, little reward thing were all cozy sweater, cozy wreath, cozy this. I'm like, this is not cozy. None of this is cozy. And didn't they also just have like another cozy pack? There's two cozy kitsch kit. Like, stop it. There's other words. Better naming conventions. Stop using the word cozy. Nothing is cozy about a wreath that you put on the door. Okay? Next thing is another travel slash destination world. I love seeing worldwide representation of a bunch of different cultures. I feel like I learned so much throughout the Cozy Celebrations event with all of the different foods that they had in there, as well as in Ravenwood. Like, there's so much culture in it. And in Ciudad Enamorada too. Like, I love that. Keep doing destination worlds. Bring us around the globe. You have a worldwide fan base of simmers that would love to see their culture and their world represented in your game. Like, keep doing that. That is another one of my wish list items. Another one of my wish list items is a stellar stuff pack. And what I mean by that is that the last two have been incredible. Home Chef Hustle and Crystal Creations have been so much more fun than I thought. And I think it's because for me, I get overwhelmed when there's so much content in an expansion pack, but a stuff pack has like just the right amount of stuff, just the tiniest bit of gameplay, something for me to focus on. Like, I love that. I really do. Do it again. Like, don't be afraid to give us a stuff pack. And if you need to charge, like, this is crazy, I'm saying this, but if you need to even charge like $15 for it, I'd still do it. It's still the quarter of like an expansion pack. Like, I would love one more stuff pack. I really, really would. And I think that there's so much stuff you can add to the game that we don't have already. So another stuff pack, hoping for it. And then I also said, like last year, I just said something new. I would love something new, something that keeps me guessing, you know? If they're not going to bring us The Sims 5 and we're not going to go through the same cycle of seasons and pets and universities over and over again, then actually continue to do The Sims 4 and give us some new stuff. I would love to see more new stuff. So fingers crossed on that one as well. And then I have 3 specific things that are a little bit funny, but I've seen other people talk about it on social media as well. First thing first, I would love to hear more updates about the Sims movie. I was very intrigued and very excited to hear about this Sims 4 Sims franchise movie. So I hope that we get more word on that, who's actually working in it, if we get who's starring in it, maybe a little glimpse of the storyline. I'm kind of hoping and guessing it's going to be like a Truman Show kind of thing, or like a Barbie movie kind of thing, where they like realize they're in a simulation and, you know, maybe they leave the simulation of the Sims world. Whatever it is, I would love to hear more about it. So that is another one of my wish list. Let's hear more about this Sims movie. Okay. Next is a very specific pack that I see other people talking about that I would love, and that is musicals and bands. I would love to see more artistic abilities with the music genres and music career. Well, not music career, but like the ability to have a music career in The Sims 4. Some people would say this is a little bit too similar to Get Famous, and that's why I would say make it a stuff pack. Make it something really small. Give us like a recording studio stuff pack, you know, like anything like that, you know, soundproofing on the walls, really cool, you know, tech things. Like, people would love that for creative builds, to make a band in a movie studio, a recording studio in their houses in The Sims. I know we basically have like a recording artist / pop star career in Get Famous, but this is very different. This is a band. We're not necessarily talking about getting famous here. We're talking about like being able to go on tour and go performing at venues and, you know, kind of making it work as though it's like, I would see it working as if it's like the club system in The Sims 4 Get Together, where like the club can gather and they can do something. Like, you can appoint different members or different friends to be a different person in your band, and you can level up your band, and you can, you know, I don't know, like I don't even know if I would love for it to be huge, and like there's concert venues like The Sims for Showtime, and they get to decorate everything, but I don't know if they would ever do that. So just something simple, like let's make musical bands, like that'd be so fun. And like maybe even if it's a game pack, like a small little like, you know, world where there's like a few venues, maybe it's like a music festival world or venue, like I don't know, something musical, something in that scheme. Like, I love it. Like, pop culture besides The Sims is my favorite thing. I'm a big pop music fan. I love looking at every single person's tours and their sets and their set lists and like their dancers and band members. I love that stuff. So I would love to see it come to The Sims 4, and I would have so much fun doing that. And honestly, last but not least, if we're gonna get creative, I would love to see like a safari pack. The Tiger Temple in for rent was like, you're gonna put this cute ass animal thing in the game and you're not gonna let us do anything about it. Like, give us some safari. I would love that. I would love like an African inspired world, or, you know, if you want to be a little bit more like playful with it, like, you know, going on like a little safari, you know, it doesn't have to be one or the other. It could also be both. Just like, I think that would be so fun to actually see animals in The Sims 4. Like, we got horses, we got pets. Give us some other animals, even if you can't interact with them, just like a little like safari ride, or, you know, your Sims can like walk through. Like, I don't really want to do a zoo because I'm not a big fan of zoos. I mean, I like going to them, I like seeing the animals, but every time I go, I feel so sad that they're locked in a zoo, unless it's like, you know, for rehabilitation purposes, or if it's like a rescue zoo kind of situation. But I would love to see like animals in their natural habitat. Give us like some new, again, this goes with the new destination world, and something new, like somewhere that our Sims have never been before. Like, give us like a really cool safari out on a savannah with an entire pack with really cool, like a brand new culture to infuse in my game. I would love to see that. But that is my short list of what I would like to see in 2025. Less cozy, another travel world, another stuff pack, something brand new, updates on the Sims movie, bands, and a safari. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys want on your wish list. I am very intrigued to hear about it. If your list differs than mine, especially, but if you have some similar things, let me know what you second for me and you also want to see. For now, I wish you all nothing but the happiest of New Year's. Happy 2025. I wish you a year of prosperity and growth and health and love and fun. And hopefully lots of fun for The Sims. Coolnickyd is here for another year, and I am so excited for what is to come, both on my channel and in The Sims 4, because my channel relies on The Sims 4. So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all again next time. Goodbye. Woo!